Customs and Border Protection officers are constantly on the lookout for subtle signs that someone may be up to something which requires investigation. And today, this man has caught their attention.
A male passenger from LA has been referred to us from the primary line for us to take a closer look for further investigation.
His sweaty appearance and nervous behaviour has aroused suspicion, and a preliminary swab test of his bags has already come back positive for cocaine.
Have you been around with friends who use cocaine?
I have maybe been around. I've been around them.
Yep.
I don't think it would have been on there.
Right. Have you been in a party where people are using cocaine?
Oh yeah.
So you have?
Yeah, I've been. No, I don't do it, but I've been around it. Yes.
He denies any personal use of cocaine, but officers are concerned that he may be trying to smuggle an illicit substance into the country.
He's actually at the barrier right now, sweating and nervous, and makes me wonder that he could be concealing or hiding something.
With further questioning, he now admits to using cannabis.
Do I smoke? Yeah, I smoke.
Okay, but do you use cocaine?
No.
But Officer Leo still has concerns, so he runs a second swab test. And for this nervous passenger, the result is not good. A man arriving from China has not declared any food on his incoming passenger card. However, when questioned, he admits that he has olives. But that's not what Officer Greg finds.
You said you had olives.
Similar olive. I cannot see English. Yes.
What about these ones?
Yeah.
Olive?
I said similar olive.
That's similar to olive?
The food is actually dates and goji berries, which are not commercially packaged. He claims that there is no other food, but this may not be the truth.
Tea, is it? That's meat. What is this?
Beef. Give me somebody tell.
Not good enough?
No.
I asked you questions and you understood the card. I asked you verbally, what's in this bag? You said the same.
Yes, sir.
Let me finish first. You said the same. You agree?
Yes.
You said exactly the same. Then when I had this bag, I asked you again, what is this? You said tea. I've opened up the bag and you've got beef in the bag. Can you explain why you didn't declare that?
Sorry, that.
He says that he is carrying the packets for a friend.
Just one, no map. Their flat, please support.
That's not an excuse.
Yes, I know that.
So what's in these ones?
I don't know.
So it says tea?
Yes.
Is it tea?
Yes, the label is tea.
Is this tea?
Yes.
It is tea.
Yes. Check. Nothing.
Tea and then no tea, so what is it?
No. The label is tea. The flat, no map.
So you're telling me that your friend put meat in the bag and you didn't know? I don't believe you.
Back to the southbound.
Immigration is about to interview a New Zealand man about a few concerning issues with his past, which need investigating.
A passenger's declared on his incoming passenger card that he's got criminal convictions. So we've sent off a request to New Zealand and a report's come back that indicates the client has served 12 months or more in prison.
And the long list of his offences is a concern.
These are pretty serious charges, ranging from kidnapping, burglary, breaking into and discharge of firearms. So the charges themselves don't look good. So we've asked the client to come in and we'll be conducting an interview.
The interview will help immigration decide if there is a reason to grant the passenger a visa to enter the country.
What's the purpose of you coming to Australia today?
I was going to work, basically.
Explain to me briefly the circumstances of your charges in 1992.
Basically, my brother was involved in a religious cult, which I'd just escaped, and we were born into it. They wrecked my marriage and secreted my wife away and just, basically just shattered everything. And then they did the same to my brother. They basically got his kids and hid them.
Okay.
It's an emotional story, but it's how the passenger dealt with the situation that is alarming.
I broke into a sports shop and stole a shotgun.
In Sydney, a second swab of this passenger's belongings has once again come up positive for cocaine.
He said he admitted to use of pot marijuana, but not using cocaine. So, but we'll see what we get.
And it's not just his nervous behaviour that has officers concerned, but also his excessive sweating.
Came up positive for cocaine once again. But when we started speaking to him about asking about use of cocaine, her stories just kept on changing.
Yeah.
All right. And if you notice,
He's
he's starting to be he's really nervous,
sweating a
and
lot.
sweating. Possible internal.
Officers are concerned the passenger may be carrying narcotics and need to establish why he appears so nervous.
So are you finding it warm here at the moment? It's not that warm outside. You're just looking very hot. You're sweating quite a bit.
At Sydney's container examination facility, a shipment from Thailand, declared as a consignment of water coolers, has raised the suspicion of Customs and Border Protection.
This is suspect because if you see the cargo, this should be the cargo all the way through and through. But there's something different there. It's a different density altogether. It's a lighter shade. And that's got to be examined.
Officers Suresh and Kerry will now inspect the cargo after the container is tested to be safe for fumigants and toxic chemicals. As an extra precaution, safety suits are worn as the contents are unpacked to where the anomaly appeared on the X-ray.
They've been declared as water coolers, but once we X-ray, we'll see whether there's anything concealed with inside.
Officer Kerry will now scrutinise the X-ray image, and she soon discovers an irregularity.
There does appear to be something on the inside. So when I zoom up, probably closer, but it's a little hard to see. But see here, you can see a line, so that will be indicating there's squares in there. But there doesn't seem to be any mechanics on the inside.
With this irregularity, officers now upgrade their search and inspect the goods by hand.
This is just a drink dispenser. It does hot and cold. We're just going to open this up.
A New Zealand man is trying to explain that his convictions for kidnapping, burglary and discharging a firearm are because he was attempting to save his brother's family from an oppressive cult.
They wrecked my marriage and secreted my wife away, and they did the same to my brother. They basically got his kids and hid them.
Was your brother aware that you were trying to?
No. In fact, he was probably a bit pissed off that I interfered, but I'd just seen him. He was just in a mess, and I'd seen his wife beating her fists on the floor, and it just did me in. I couldn't help it.
So these charges that relate to kidnapping, burglary, break and entering, and there is a charge there of discharge of firearm. Is that all related to that one incident, or
Yeah.
is it, yeah?
It's all dates. It's just all. That looks bad, I know, but the kidnap. I suppose it technically was kidnapped, but it's just holding someone against their will.
The interview is now suspended, so Supervisor Serene can be briefed on the case to see if there is any way he can be let into the country.
You know, he does have an imprisonment sentence that totals 12 months or more. He is not eligible for the special category visa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Officer Jenny decides to research the mysterious cult and soon finds evidence which backs Simon's claims that they are oppressive and manipulative.
Members who leave or are expelled from the group are often treated with what outsiders may regard as cruelty.
Customs and Border Protection officers need to know why they're getting positive cocaine readings from this man's belongings.
And how many of your friends do cocaine?
I mean, I have some, but I don't know how the... I have a couple, you know, because they party.
Something you've never tried?
No, I mean, I did it in college and stuff, but...
A positive cocaine reading could result from a person being in contact with the substance and then touching the bags. But he maintains he hasn't used cocaine in years.
When was the last time you used coke?
Oh, a month ago, maybe? 2 months ago?
2 months? You've gone from years.
I mean, sorry, like
you've gone from years
at the
down
party.
to 2
Sorry,
months.
not me. Sorry, not me. Sorry. I'm not awake.
You've been asked once. You said it was years ago you used coke, and now you're telling me
I'm losing it.
you've used it.
A third drug swab of his belongings may help to explain why this nervous passenger keeps changing his story.
There is a 5 runway.
I asked you from the very beginning, I asked you many questions. Is this your passenger card? Is this your signature? Did you read and understand the card? You said yes, in your own language.
This man has arrived from China and has not declared anything, but Biosecurity Officer Greg has found some packets that are labelled as tea, but actually contain a meat product.
Where's the beef from? Some pork as well, yes?
Beef.
Where is this from? China?
It's a note.
I know it's no tea. That's a vegetable.
From mushroom. Mushroom is okay?
That's okay.
He claims that a friend gave them to him to bring in, and he has no idea what is inside.
I don't know which one.
But Officer Greg is not convinced he is telling the truth.
You trust me?
No, I don't.
I
I don't believe you. Look, sir, this is your bag. You carried this bag into the country. You are responsible for what's inside your bag.
The man explains that he is familiar with Australia's biosecurity laws.
I know beef and eggs no allowed. Long time I know that. But I don't know him taking. I don't know what.
No other food items are found in the man's bags, but a decision needs to be made about all of the prohibited meat that is concealed in the packets of tea.
What we believe is to conceal some high-risk items, meat and pork, jerky, which is the highest risk that we've found, and he's concealed them. So as a result of those circumstances, we're going to impose a $340 fine to him. And because you have prohibited items in your bag, there's going to be a fine, a money fine to you, of $340 for failing to declare. Carrying someone else's stuff in your bag is not an excuse, it's your responsibility.
The man pays the fine and is now cleared to be on his way, possibly to negotiate the cost of the fine with his friend. Simon is ineligible for the visa New Zealanders are usually granted because he has been sentenced to more than 12 months in prison.
And I did a stupid thing. I know that, I was young.
To see if he qualifies for another visa, immigration are looking into the nature of his convictions and have found evidence online to back his claims that an oppressive cult may have pushed him into committing some serious crimes.
I wanted to find out the background of why he was charged with those convictions, and as he explained, it was the one event that created those 4 charges that resulted in like 12 months or more of being sentenced to prison.
He now has an opportunity to convince immigration that he should be allowed to enter the country to work.
So I wouldn't let it fly, I'm not here to caused trouble. I had a clean slate. All this time, it happened a long time ago when I was young. I got sentenced to this 21 years ago. I did 9 months for, good behaviour. And I'm sure the judge didn't mean it to be a life sentence. I should stop paying at some point in my life.
Immigration considers Simon's case and discuss if there is a possibility of granting him a short-term visa so he can enter Australia and put his past behind him.
It's basically not going to do him any benefit today if we do grant him one or if we invite him to apply for one. Because he is coming here for work purposes, he will have no work rights. So it will not benefit him in any way. Yeah, exactly.
Officer Jenny will now deliver the bad news.
Careful consideration has been given on the reasons why you want to come to Australia today. So on those grounds, you are refused immigration clearance and you will be sent back to New Zealand as soon as practical.
It's something I had to find out, so yeah. Yeah, so whatever. I'm a little bit gutted, but you can't do anything about it. Worse things have happened.
I do feel for him, but at the end of the day, the right decision's been made, and he obviously has accepted that.
Officers have had 3 positive readings for traces of cocaine from the belongings of this nervous American. They're concerned that he may be attempting to bring the drug across the border.
You want to sit down or anything?
No, I'm good. I'm just a little nervous.
A little nervous?
You just...
That's all right. And it's like... I want you to think about anything that you'd like to tell us, all right? If there's anything that we're missing, I'm going to give you this opportunity, this chance to tell me, to tell this officer as well what we need to know from you, all right? Because...
And officers discover just how recent his drug use has been.
So when was the last time you smelled pot?
Oh, before the plane flight.
Just before the plane flight?
Yeah, because I don't want to get sick on the plane.
There has only been positive readings for cocaine and no traces of marijuana. So officers are still concerned if the passenger is telling the truth.
So did you smoke it all? Have you brought any with you?
No.
Okay, this is just a drink dispenser.
Customs and Border Protection officers have just discovered a concealment inside a shipment of water coolers from Thailand.
Ah, there's...
There you go.
It's a stockpile of undeclared cigarettes.
There's 2 compartments.
Criminals can reap large profits by buying cheap cigarettes in Asia and then smuggling them across the border to avoid hefty duty charges. The cheap cigarettes are then sold at inflated prices on the black market.
The x-ray showed that these went all the way through.
And officers are discovering just how big this concealment is.
We're going to have to take the back off. Can you get down to the bottom one while I hold it? Thank you. There we are. Oh, well, what have we got here?
It appears the syndicate has crammed up to 60,000 cigarettes into each of the 7 water coolers.
And we've unpacked some more over here. And so these are the rest of the water coolers that we've been examining. And yes, we've done a tally and we think about 440,000 cigarettes were concealed in this cargo today. So that's a lot of duty.
With such large profit margins, organised criminals will often attempt several shipments at once, hoping a proportion will escape detection and make its way into the country.
They all were consistent with one another.
And another container from Thailand has just caught the officer's attention.
My colleagues over there today have found a good concealment in some water coolers today, and over here on this container, we believe that this container is completely full. So, there is no concealing of it, we think, but we'll wait and see when we open the doors. I haven't even bothered to try to conceal it. It's just opened the doors and there they are. As we suspected, it turned out to be a 40-foot container full of cigarettes. And that's a lot of cigarettes, that's a lot of money, that's a lot of tax, that's a lot of dough.
In Sydney, this nervous passenger keeps changing his story about his recent drug use.
He said he smoked pot just before his plane flight and he hadn't had any pot feelings whatsoever.
Not at all. So, well, definitely frisk.
Yeah.
And make sure that you do understand this.
With the passenger's consent, an officer will search for any concealments.
Okay.
That's what
Frisk is clear, but the cocaine readings are still a concern, and there is a possibility he may be carrying something internally.
Hey, fellas, during the trip, have you swallowed anything, drugs or anything? No? Nothing at all?
Yeah.
Because we're just trying to identify why there is a reading for cocaine. Okay.
And finally, the passenger admits he has recently been in extremely close contact with a heavy cocaine user.
I am now satisfied that there is no concealment of cocaine and that there is nothing on his body.
A thorough search of his belongings is now complete, and officers are satisfied that Carlos is not carrying anything illegal across the border.
All good?
Yep, well done.
All right, thank you.
And he is allowed to enter Australia.
Bye, guys.